The scene is always the same. A dimly lit room, the air thick with unspoken things. She turns to you, her eyes a storm of doubt. "Do you really love me?" she whispers. Or perhaps, "Am I still beautiful to you?" The question is a baited hook, gleaming in the darkness. And you, the hero, step forward. You rush to answer. You pull out a symphony of reassurances, a carefully constructed fortress of words to protect her from her own mind. "Of course I do. You're the most beautiful woman in the world." You say it with all the sincerity you can muster. And you believe it, but look closer. Watch her eyes. There is no relief there. There is a flicker of something else, something cold. It's contempt. You think you've passed her test? The truth is, you've just failed in the most profound way possible. You've fallen into the hero trap. This isn't a theory. This is a psychological certainty. When you rush to validate her insecurities, you are not building a bridge to her heart. You are digging a grave for her respect. Let's dissect this. Let's perform the autopsy on the attraction you just killed. First, you misdiagnose the problem. Her insecurity is not a question looking for an answer. It's an emotional storm. She isn't asking for information. She's testing your foundation. She is subconsciously asking, "Are you strong enough to weather my chaos? Or will you be swept away with me?" When you rush to soothe, to placate, to validate, you are telling her, "I will be swept away with you." You abandon your own reality and join her in her emotional tempest. This is the collapse of polarity. Attraction in its rawest form often relies on the dance between two stable, yet different, poles, the masculine and the feminine. Your role is the immovable object, the lighthouse in the storm. Your reality should be a fixed point she can navigate by. But you just became another wave in her chaotic sea. You've proven that her emotional state has the power to dictate your reality. You are not a leader, you are a follower. And women, on a primal level, are not attracted to followers. Second, you create a parent-child dynamic. Think about it. Who soothes a crying child's irrational fears? A parent. You are no longer her lover, her partner, her equal. You have become her emotional caretaker. You have positioned yourself as the father figure she never asked for. And what is the one universal taboo? The one thing that kills all sexual tension? The parent-child relationship. You have successfully, single-handedly, neutered your relationship. Finally, and most damningly, you show her that you are gullible. You believe her. You take her momentary, fleeting insecurity as a fundamental truth. A strong, grounded man knows the difference between a woman's emotional weather and her true climate. He knows a storm is temporary. But you? You hear thunder and you start building an ark. Your panic and your desperate attempt to fix it validates her fear. It tells her, yes, you're right to be hysterical. This is a real crisis. She subconsciously thinks, if he so easily believes my moment of weakness, how can I trust his strength? If my drama can so easily become his reality, he is weaker than I am. And from that realization, contempt is born. Not because she is cruel, but because you have disappointed a primal, evolutionary need for a partner who is a rock, not a sponge. Consider the story of Elias and Clara. Elias was the perfect boyfriend, by all modern definitions. He was attentive, emotionally available, and always ready with a compliment. Clara was an artist, brilliant, but plagued by self-doubt. She would spend weeks on a painting only to declare it worthless. "It's garbage," she would say, her voice hollow. "I have no talent. I should just give up." And every time, Elias would leap into action. "No, my love, it's a masterpiece. You're a genius. You can't see your own brilliance." He became her shield, her cheerleader, her validator-in-chief. He argued with critics on her behalf. He built an entire reality around the idea of her unquestionable genius. He thought he was saving her, but he was suffocating her. His validation became a cage. His constant praise became white noise, then an irritant. She started to pick fights, to mock his optimism. His unwavering support felt like a weakness, a blindness she couldn't respect. One day she left. She left him for another artist. A man who was critical, challenging, and brutally honest. Elias was destroyed. I gave her everything, he said. I supported her unconditionally. His friend, the one she left him for, told him the truth. You didn't support her. You enabled her weakness. She didn't need a fan. She needed a mirror. So what is the path? How do you escape the hero trap? You must become an architect of reality, not a slave to her emotion. The first principle, amused indifference. Her insecurity is her emotional weather. It is not your climate. You are the mountain. Let her storms pass over you. She says, do these jeans make me look fat? The validation trap is, no, of course not, you're perfect. The path of strength is playful defiance. Look at her with a smirk. Yes, absolutely massive. I'm going to have to widen the doorways. You see the difference? One is weak, placating, and reality-denying. The other is strong, confident, and breaks her out of her negative loop with humor. It says, your insecurity has no power over me, so it shouldn't have power over you. The second principle, action over words. She says, I feel sad and worthless. Don't give her a speech. Give her a new reality. Grab her hand. Good. Put on your coat. We're going for a walk. Don't ask. Lead. Pull her out of the mental prison she has built for herself. Don't be her therapist. Be her partner, her lover, her adventure. Words are cheap. A shared experience, a change of state. That is real. You think you're being a hero by validating her, but you're casting yourself as the court jester in her emotional drama, desperately trying to entertain the queen. True strength isn't in soothing her every fear. It's in being the lighthouse in her storm, unmoving, unshakable. A fixed point of reality she can always navigate by. Stop trying to save her from her insecurities. Instead, be the man whose strength makes her insecurities irrelevant. Stop being the hero of her story. Start being the protagonist of yours. She'll either rise to meet you, or she will be left behind. And either way, you will be free.